all my brain is telling me to do is not record right now. That's all my brain is telling me to do. And it's been like a couple days, especially a while since I've recorded, you know, and my brain is just telling me not to record right now. Especially right now. Especially in the situation that I put myself today. And yes, I will say that I put myself in this situation. But this is exactly why I must record this situation. I must record the situation I'm in because this is the most crucial thing, like of documentation. This is the most crucial thing of personal branding, of building a personal brand, is to show my ups and downs. It's to show that I'm a work in progress, but like I can show the entire process. And I can prove to people that most of the process, it's really becoming a better version of yourself throughout the journey. You know what I'm trying to say here? Like when people, with God's permission, when people look over my journey from the place I get to the place I am right now, for example, they'll realize that, and I hope they realize that it wasn't because I was put in a fortunate situation. Sure, I've been blessed so many times by God, but it wasn't because I've been put in a fortunate situation. It wasn't because I was eating a specific food. It wasn't because of this blessing no, it was a continuous development over my life, over my self development. I was continuously developing myself. I was continuously getting better. I was continuously holding myself accountable. And more specifically, I was continuously growing and going through the pains that is required, keeping myself at a higher standard to the point where the life gets harder, but I just get stronger. The standard that David Goggins puts himself on, and he's able to do that consistently, continuously, is much different to where I am. But the thing is that the more pain I go through, the more I'm able to withstand, the more I'm able to control, the more I'm able to withhold and like stay firm, the more I'm able to do. The same thing with any video games that me and you played growing up. Same exact thing. The more higher levels we get, the better teams we verse. The better teams we verse, the harder the game gets. But we also get stronger as a result of that. And so the reason why I'm making this video, because I woke up at 11 a.m. and it's been 2 days it's been like 2 days that this happened. Now I can give you guys an excuse. My excuse is right now I'm fasting for Ramadan, right? So I'm a Muslim and we fast for 30 days, obviously. And honestly, for Ramadan, like I don't like to sleep at night. And this is just like, I don't know why, it's just something I do. Obviously, it's not the most healthiest thing, the most optimal thing in the world. But it's just like me and God, just like I'm worshiping God, at nighttime. And it's just like me doing my thing at nighttime, like just staying close to God, worshiping Him, asking Him for things and stuff like that. I love my nights for Ramadan, but if that means waking up at 11 a.m. and taking away half my day, then I don't think I can continue this for so much longer. All praises be to God that I caught myself 2 days in, because this is the first 2 days. This is my second day of fasting out of the 30 days, right? I have to praise, like, obviously I have to like thank God and praise God for this, because it's been 2 days. But what if it kept going? I woke up today at 11, opened my eyes, and it wasn't even like negative thoughts. There weren't any negative thoughts. There were more thoughts of like, come on, bro. You genuinely could have done more. You genuinely could have. I was telling myself, bro, do you not have a mission? Do you not have a bigger purpose? You're over here sleeping in I'm talking to myself. You're over here sleeping in. You're over here like sleeping so cuddly, freaking hugging your pillow as if it was your freaking girl, bro. You're sleeping like this when your parents aren't finished, your parents aren't retired, your parents aren't, they're still out there working. They're literally out, as I'm recording this video, they're out there working. I have a break from university because next week I have midterms, so they give us a break. And you're out here freaking sleeping until 11 a.m. Do you really think that the job is finished? Do you really think that you can? And I was like, it wasn't even that. It was also the fact that I'm training myself to be the worst version of myself. Is this what the most respectable version of me would do? Doesn't matter if he had 3 hours of sleep last night. He would still stay up and get a better night of sleep the next day. My best version of myself would still stay up. Doesn't matter how many hours of sleep he got. He would stay up. He would keep going. He would push through. Because he knows that work is more important. He knows he can't sacrifice his routine. He knows he can't sacrifice giving into weakness, which I did today. I woke up today, obviously groggy, whatever. Really groggy, freaking heck, I felt like crap. I got up, and it's been so long since I've woken up at 11 a.m. By the way, it's been so long. Like the last time was like back in November, like or something. Genuinely, it's been a while. So anyways, I got up, went to the bathroom, and just took a cold shower. I freaking needed it. Obviously, and that made me feel better. Taking the cold shower, coming back to my room, meditating a little bit, reading some Quran, to get closer to God, and just it's a month of Ramadan, so might as well be reading my holy books and stuff like that. And now I planned out my day, and I'm sitting here recording for you. I just feel like when I was planning out my day, I was just like, bro, 12. Like it's 12 by the time I was planning my day, and I was like, what the frick? Like, I have 6 hours until I have to break my fast, and I have to do so much work in between. Like, and it's not even like the fact that I'm waking up at 11 a.m., but it's what that does to you. Do you really think that like I'm gonna wake up at 11 a.m. and be super productive and on my like I can be, sure. I've gotten to a point in my discipline journey where I can still get the work done no matter what time I wake up, which is why I'm recording my video right now. Even then, I'm not gonna be on it. I'm not gonna be putting in my best work because, bro, like you're waking up midday. There's no way you're gonna now wake up and like be super ready to go. Like you're not gonna be freaking pumped up. Now, thankfully, this doesn't happen to me every single day. It really doesn't. But for those people that wake up at 11 a.m. on a continuous basis, 10 a.m. on a continuous basis, what the frick, bro? Like, bro, I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad. Like, if they're waking up at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. on a daily basis, what are they getting done? And you know what's crazy? Because I used to be that kid back in the day. I used to be the 18-year-old kid back in the day doing the same thing. Those days I didn't have school, I woke up at 11, 12. Wake up, freaking brush my teeth, wake up and start scrolling for at least stay in my bed for 2 hours or an hour and a half, do all the other stuff that I can. I'm not gonna say, and then brush. While I'm brushing, I already destroyed my brain because I've already scrolled and I've already done other stuff like in bed. So like I've already destroyed my brain. I'm not getting anything done. I come downstairs, I eat some sugary freaking Nutella, whatever the frick I eat, sugary foods. I think the one thing I had somewhat like dialed in was somewhat like I was eating somewhat healthy. It's just because I liked eating healthy food. It wasn't like a bad thing for me. Like I never felt what's the word? Restricted. Like genuinely, I prefer to eat healthy food back in the day because, like, even though it was less tasty, but I preferred to do it because um, it just made me feel better. Like I had no complaints eating healthy food actually. So, I'll take that. That's a blessing from God. But other than that, bro, I had nothing dialed in my life. Hop on video games, just stuff like this. You know what? While I'm making this video, I'm even getting like urges for video games, and I'm freaking 21. I remember a couple of months ago, I had like a video game, not addiction, but I kept playing video games, and I was making videos on that. Like a couple of months ago, you guys can scroll down, and there's a video called "I Just Relapsed," and it's just me talking about how I relapsed on video games. Yeah, bro, it's been a long time since long. It's been like 2 months since I played video games, and the reason why it went away was the fact that I just didn't choose to play it. But number two is just because I actually was focusing on growing my life now. The only reason why I was thinking I can realize this right now. The only reason why I played video games 2 months ago, almost every single night, which is because I was not thinking big enough. I was too complacent, and I was in my head. I was too complacent. I thought the work was done. I thought that, oh, I'm this kid on self improvement, so I can always play video games after a long days of work. I was just a P word, bro. I didn't get any work done. I was just checking my boxes. I wasn't actually growing myself. The moment I'm actually focused on growth over myself, I don't even go on video games because I'm like, that's the point. If I'm growing myself, playing video games would be contrary to growing myself. So I'm not gonna do it, and it almost becomes like the thing you just don't do anymore. But again, you make the conscious choice, right? Our brain works with repetition, though, right? So that means that the more we do something, the more it will understand. Okay, this is what we do now. Like our brain works on repetition. The lesser we jack off, the lesser our brain craves and gives into that. Again, lust is normal; it's a part of human desire, but giving into jacking off. That's what I mean. Like actually freaking giving into the desires that your brain throws at you. The more your brain learns, okay, frick it. Like that means that if I give it every single time, then okay, then I'll give it every single time. Like you know what I'm trying to say? It becomes a habit. It becomes automatic. Our brain works with habits because, bro, like biologically we must have habits. Biologically, imagine every single time. Imagine brushing your teeth, right? Imagine if it wasn't a habit. You'd have to every single morning. You'd have to consciously like think about, oh, do I brush my teeth? It's like no, no, no. The reason why our brain uses habits and has habits because it takes away the willpower. Because willpower is needed for bigger things in this life. Willpower is needed for making big decisions in your life. It's needed for pushing through something hard. It's needed for the biggest essential tasks, for survival, for whatever. So for something like freaking brushing your teeth, like why would it do that? Like why would like just make this a habit so it doesn't have to do that? Because a habit is something that you don't think about. A habit is something you just do right now on like just the boom. And the same thing could be applied to sleeping. But right now, you see, how I woke up at 11 a.m. If I continuously do that, then that will become a habit. And I've seen it happen in my life. I've seen that happen in my life. Like waking up late became a habit, even after self improvement. And that's because I let it. Like for me, I used to blame it on something else. Oh, it's because of this or this or this, or it's because I'm traumatized. Like, let's shut the frick up. It's not. It's because you freaking give in every single time, you idiot. It's you. If you can hold yourself, if you can tell yourself that you're responsible, then that's a good thing because now you're like, okay, frick it, I'm responsible. That means that I can also stop. The same thing with any other bad habit. Sure, there can be factors, but it's really you at the end of the day. So, yeah. I just want to make this video for you guys because I have obviously like I'm not in the best sort of situations right now because I put myself here, but it's only me that can pull myself out. And no matter how much time I have for the rest of the day, I will try to make the most out of it. I have a lot of schoolwork. I have to hit cardio right now. I do my incline walks while I'm fasting, obviously, but I have to do it. And I have to realize, bro, the best version of me, he doesn't use any excuses. He just follows his routine no matter what. Because at the end of the day, who does he have but himself and God? And what I mean by himself is I mean his actions. Who does he have unless like he only has himself and God? Like in terms of again his actions, he only can rely truly on God for for everything. We should rely on God for everything, but also like his actions. That's all he can do really, you know. So if we can't even control ourselves, like that's the only thing that we can control. That's something that Andrew Tate said that really that really resonated with me back in the day. If we can't control ourselves, then what can we really control? Because you can't control the weather, you can't control the freaking anything else but yourself, but your actions. So yeah, subscribe for Journey. Hopefully you see a better version of me very soon. Hopefully you see a version of me that's out here giving more value and genuinely being able to teach and stuff like that. But right now I'm in a situation where I just have to grow. And I am nowhere in a situation where I can be teaching. So yeah, boys, thank you so much for watching this video. Even if even if it gets a couple of views, doesn't matter. I'm doing this for the documentation. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.